Listen only mode.
Good evening and welcome to all attendees. So there was some technical problem in the earlier webinar, so we have rescheduled it. So in today's webinar, we are going to see the busy server utility. What is the use of the utility, how to configure it, and how to get the information using the busy server utility. So as you know, busy server is a separate utility independent of the busy. So when you install the busy through the CD, so there is a separate setup for the busy server. As you can see, there are separate icons. This is for busy, this is for busy server. So it's a separate software, separate utility. You need to install it separately apart from the busy, and it's on the .NET platform. After the installation, this icon will be created, busy server. I'm going to run it. So this is our software, busy server. The use of this utility or the program is to get information from the busy using SQL, SMS and email query, and it can take backup of your data also automatically in case of SQL only. And this SMN and email query will work in case of both SQL and the Access database. So first thing is the configuration. This is the first part, the configuration. You need to specify the program path of the busy, in which drive and in which folder the busy is installed. Then the database type, whether it Access or SQL. If it is Access, the data directory path. In our case, it's BusyWin data. There is a browsing option. You can select from the browsing also. If your database is SQL, your server name, this is the instance name of your SQL. The username will always be SA, and your password for the SQL. So this is the one-time configuration. Either it will work in Access or SQL. So one-time configuration, you have to save it. The first thing that we are going to do using this busy server utility is the email query. I will first explain you the use of this email query. This is like communication with the busy. When you are not in your office, you as a part of management or administration, when you are not in office, you want some kind of information from the software, like a ledger of a particular party, daily sale, daily receipt. So you can just send an email to the busy. It will revert you back within a minute. It will send you the report in the PDF format. So it's like a communication with the software. You don't need to call anyone in your account department that you need this particular report. You can just send an email independently. Similarly, your parties, your debtors or creditors, they want their statement, they want their ledger, so they don't need to call you or your account department. They can send an email or SMS and they can get the relevant information. So it's an independent software. It works automatically. It's take data from the busy, sent you. So we'll see how the email query work. This is the configuration here. Here is the email configuration. So when you want email query to be delivered, there must be some mediator email. Means when we are sending an email to get some information, we will send it to an email. That email is the server email or the mediator email. That particular email will get the information from the busy, desired information, and send it back to you. So this is the configuration of that mediator or the server email. SMTP server. It's smtp.gmail.com. So we are doing this trial on Gmail. You can do that on your email also, like I can do that on busy.in also. So the port for the SMTP, POP3 server. In case of Gmail, it's pop.gmail.com. So if it's Yahoo, it will be pop.yahoomail.com. The POP3 port, in case of Gmail, it's 995. Now the email ID of the mediator email. I have created an email account busyqueryid@gmail.com with the password. So we will send an email to this email busyqueryid to get the information, the password. Now there is one more option, sender information. We will send an email to this email ID, it will revert back, but sender information can be different to this email ID. I want my other email account to be highlighted in sender information, so that if somebody replies to that email, it will come to this email ID. Although this email and username email can be same. If I want it different, I can give different also here. So this will be highlighted when email will be sent. So you can send a test email to see. So the test email is sent successfully. So this is our email account. I have pre-configured it. So your internet must be running to use this utility. Okay, we are back here. So this is our busy server configuration. I will explain it one more time. We need SMTP server information. In this case, I am using a test of Gmail. So it's smtp.gmail.com. We need the port for SMTP, POP3 server. Gmail POP3 server is pop.gmail.com. Username, the password, and finally the email address. This email address can be different from your username. This will be highlighted in the email when email will be sent. We can send a test email to see whether everything is working or not. So test email sent successfully means your internet is working fine. Configuration is saved. Now this configuration will be highlighted here. Once you configure it, it will be highlighted here. Now in busy there can be multiple companies. In some companies you want email query, in some company you don't want email query. So we have made our structure in such a way that it's purely configurable. You can enable the email query in few companies, in other company you can disable it. So this is the list of the company. From this list you need to specify one default company code. One thing I would like to highlight here, when you will be making email query, in the query itself you can define in which company code you are targeting. I will be showing you that when you will be sending the emails. Next option is here. Here you can specify when email is coming from this email ID, it should target this company. There can be multiple person in the management, there can be multiple person in the administration. You want to tag them with the companies. When come from XYZ, should target company number 3. When come from MNO, should target company number 2. Like this, you can freeze this. If any email coming from other email not mentioned in the email ID, the default company will be targeted. So this is the utility of default company. Either you can specify at the time of sending the email, you can specify in this list, you can freeze the email ID with the company. This is the use of this list, or the default. So this is the configuration. You can save it. Now what are the service code? When you are sending email, what you should write in the subject? When you want some information from the busy, you will send an email to the mediator email, but you will write the service code in the subject line. I'll show you how it works. I will write ACC ledger if I want to see the ledger of a particular party, space the name of the particular party. BR pen is to see the bill sale pending. Similarly, BR due, BP pen, BP due, daily sale and daily receipt. Now for the parties, what they will write to get the information related to their company. They can write my ACC ledger, my BR pen, my BR due, my BP pen, my BP due. So these are the service code that we need to write. Now I am starting this service. This is the email. Now we will see in the busy. In the busy, this is the company number 3. I will come to the enterprise feature. Remember, this email query is the part of our enterprise feature. So I have to enable it here. Enable email query, yes or no. If no, no email query will be allowed in the database of this company. Now the configuration part. Here we have to specify the email ID of the management. The difference between the management email and the party email ID is that management can get information, any kind of information specified in the service code, but a party can get the information related to their account only. So this is the difference. So all the email ID of the management, this particular company email ID is allowed, and these are the email ID of the management. They can get information from the busy in this company. Whether email query is allowed to party, yes or no. If no, management can have the email query, party will know. So this is the configuration. Now we'll come to the party master. You can see the depth. Each and everything is secure here. Enabled at the company level, enabled at the feature and option level. Now this is the company master. This is the alias. I created a test master. Alias is the KY. This is the email ID. Whether enable query to this email account, yes or no. So this is purely configured. If I say no, this particular party will not be able to access their account using the email query. So this is the configuration we have to do in the busy. So using email query, first configuration will be in the busy server. Next configuration will be in the busy. Now we come to the email. We will create an email. So remember, this I am doing using the administration email ID, the management email ID. This is my mediator email. I am sending an email. I require ACC ledger of this particular party. This can be capital or small, doesn't matter. If I want to target a particular company, what I will do, I will give a space at the rate. I will specify the comp code. Comp 10, comp 1000, comp 0200, like this. I can specify the comp code here. Else it will take it to the default company code. Now I am sending this. The email is sent. We'll come to the busy server. Now it will check automatically. This utility is automatically checks whether to mediator email any email is arrived or not. You can see this is for the arrival. This sign is for the arrival. Email received. processing and processed means everything was perfect. In comp 3, email query was allowed. The query was perfect, the email was perfect. Now if I come to this is the email I got automatically as an attachment. You can download this. So whenever you are not in your office, you want any ledger, so you can just send an email to the BG server, you will get the report. See, within 1 minute I got this report from the BG server utility. It's fantastic. Now I want another report, not this one. Selecting the mediator email, I want daily sale. You can see the service code here for the management. Service code, daily sale. I will write daily sale, small or capital, doesn't matter. If you write anything as daily sales, it will not be processed. So the spelling of the service code should be perfect. Send. So it will be processed again. We'll see how it works. So there is a refresh option also, you can refresh it. Come to the BG server, received this thumb up in the green. It means everything is perfect. If anything wrong, if query is not allowed in this company, if query is not allowed by this email ID, then it will show you thumb down. That there was something wrong. It will show you the error message also. Here, it will show you the error message also. Let's do this. I have another email account. This, I will send the query as a management, but remember, not allowed. This email is not authorized. They try to access something. ACC ledger. KY. Send. So this utility is very much safe. Checks and control are imposed at each and every level, at the BG server level, at the BG company level, in the feature and option configuration, yes or no is there, in the party master also, yes or no is there. You can also clear this log. The log is maintained here, that at what time email was arrived, when and what date email was replied. You can see the timing also here mentioned. So it takes 4 or 3 seconds to reply an email. So that what I was saying. It's very fast. So you can also clear the previous log. So this is the BG server utility, how it works. So this is the daily sale figure, being the part of management. This query was sent through the management email ID, and I got this report. So this is the daily sale figure for the today's date. So similarly, I can get the daily sale receipt register also. You can see the red thumb down. I try to access some data using some invalid email ID. I tried to get the information, but I was stopped. So you can see how secure is this. Invalid user. So no one can access your data. Everything is safe and secure here. You can clear the log here. So any unauthorized person will not be able to access your data. It's quite safe. Now your party want to see their balances. So this is the email account of the party. They will write my ACC ledger and they will send it to the BG server utility. Now it will be processed. So you can refresh it also. So both way communication is there. You can send email using the email ID of the client also and a part of management also. So this request was delivered to me. You can see the busy server now. Everything was perfect. Query is processed. So log is maintained there. So you can download the report. You can see it online also. This was my account. That's why I was able to access. Again, you can, if you want to clear the log, you can clear giving the date. So this is the email query that can be used to get information out of the busy. It will work both with Access and SQL database. So there is no limitation for the database. But it's the part of the enterprise. Either you should be using enterprise single user, enterprise multi-user, or enterprise client server edition. Okay. Similarly, the SMS query, the configuration is quite similar. So I will show you the configuration part actually and how it works. It's very much similar to the email query. This is the configuration. You need the dongle, SMS dongle, for sending the email, for sending the SMS query and communicate with the busy. So you need one SIM card in that dongle with a number. It should be GSM. I should repeat, you need a GSM dongle with the SIM card with the number that you need to plug in your machine. After that, auto connect option is there. It will be automatically searched. Now the default company code you need to specify. Remember, this was also in case of email query. So the difference here is you just need one dongle, and in case of email query you need a mediator email. So this is the difference. Rest is the same. Default company code. Now the mobile number of the management, you can freeze it with the company code. This mobile number will be sending query to this company. It should be like this. This mobile number so this is the configuration part. You need one SMS dongle for your computer. There should be SIM card, GSM SIM card with a number. You need to connect it using the auto connect. It will be automatically connected. Default company code and the mobile number with the company code. Although you can skip it if you want it in the one company only, you can skip this. Our entry is cut, no problem. So this is the configuration. Default company code you can specify in the busy. Now the comp is the 3. This is the third number company. Exactly similar to what we were doing in email query. Exactly similar. SMS query allow yes or no. If allow, the default mobile number of the management. In this company, these number can query as management. Whether allowed to party or no, yes or no. So everything is similar to email query. I will show you again. You have to enable in this company the SMS query, the valid mobile number of the management, all the mobile number with the semicolon, and whether allowed to party, yes or no. Now if you come to the party master, The mobile number here you have to specify. Enable SMS query, yes or no, yes or no. So this particular party, if enable yes, will send SMS from this mobile, they will get revert back. Otherwise, no. So this is the configuration in Busy. We come to the Busy server. So this is the configuration here. You need to auto connect your COM port. Busy will automatically deduct the SMS dongle. Default COM port. If you want to freeze the mobile number with the company code, you can define here. These are the service code. When you are sending SMS to the Busy, you need to write something. Small or capital, doesn't matter. You need to write, being the part of the management, you can write ACC bell space KY to get the balance of a particular party. BR pen to get amount of pending bill receivable, total amount. Remember, in SMS you cannot get the PDF ledger. For that you need email. For balances you can use the SMS. BR due, you will write BR due and will send to the SIM card of that dongle. There must be one number allocated to that SIM code. We will send an SMS to that mobile number. BP pen to get amount of bill pending payable. BR due to get amount of due bill payable. Item balance also, I can item balance space the name of the item to get item closing balance of that particular day. Whether there is 40 quantity, 50, 70, 80, how much is the remaining. You write item bell space the name of the item or the alias of the item. ACC bell space the alias or the name of the item to get the party balance and you send to the particular mobile number that is associated with that dongle. Similarly, if a particular party want to see their balance, they will send an SMS my ACC bell to get the balance, my BR pen to get the pending bill receivable balance. They will write my. Then Busy will check whether in this company SMS query is allowed or not. If allowed, to this particular party, allow or not. If allowed, whether it is sent by the proper mobile, yes or no. Very much safe, very much safe. So the concept is quite similar to the SMS query. You can clear the log. These are the service code and start service. If you want to, after configuration, you can do that. So this is the configuration here. So what we were doing in the email query, everything is same. You can see instead of this configuration, you need the dongle. It will be automatically detected. Remaining is this thing. So you can communicate with the Busy using the SMS and email query. And if you miss something in these two topics, we have the ready-made documents for that. You can just send an email to us if you want the ready-made documents related to the SMS and email query. And if you have any feedback also, you can send us related to the service code. You want to include more service code in these, we will do that. Now we will see the automatic backup function and how it actually works. Remember, automatic backup will work in case of SQL database only. So it will be highlighted when you pick this as SQL, local server name of the SQL, username, the password. Now automatic backup will be highlighted. So the benefit of the automatic backup is that you can automatically take backup of all the company in your SQL. You don't need to give any command to the software that you want to take backup. Busy will take the backup automatically. I'm trying to clearing the log. Okay, by 15, no problem, we keep it. So this is the configuration here for the automatic backup, and I should explain once again the use of this automatic backup utility. You need SQL database. This is very much for sure. You cannot use it for the Access database. You don't need to command each and every time to take the backup. Busy will automatically take the backup. This utility will automatically take the backup at a particular time, once in a day. And next thing is, it will take the backup of all the busy company in the database. Not one, not two, all the busy companies in a single slot. Not only that, this auto backup utility is also communicating. You can see email alerts. When the backup is taken, it will send an alert to you whether the backup is successful or not. Not only that, you can keep backup of the last, let's say you want to keep backup of last 999 days, you can keep that. Let's say I say I want to keep backup of last 10 days. So 11th days, first day's backup will be overwritten. So this is the utility here. So we will do the configuration here. Where you want to take the backup, I have created a folder on the desktop. This is the folder. Here I want to take the backup. At what time you want to take the backup? What is the retaining days configuration? You can configure here. Whether you want email alert or no, it's configurable. If yes, to which email ID BG should send you the configuration report that at this time backup was started, whether it's successful or not. If any database is corrupted, if BG is not able to take the backup, BG will show you that also. So you can refresh this, you can clear log. This is the email configuration. If the email is to be sent, we need some host to send an email. So here I have given my busy email account, the username, the password, the port. So busy will use this as a medium to send an alert to me that the email was successful. So you can just send a test email whether everything is successfully configured by you or any changes are required. So everything is configured here. We will come to the SQL busy. I'll start the busy again. I'll show you the companies there. So these are my companies in the SQL. So I try to take backup using this. I can now the time is 17 and 5. I can give here 17 and 7. So you can see I have given the path, given the time, number of days, email alert. There is one more option. You want to see unsuccessful entries in the log. Unsuccessful means due to some technical reason, some improper shutdown, backup is not successful. And you can start this service also like this. So now the auto backup is started. Okay, so we have done the configuration. See, service is started, auto backup. So it's working in the background. When the time will arrive, it will take the backup. Meanwhile, I would like to explain you that this BG server utility, you don't need to start every day when you come to the office, when you start your server. You can add it to the startup. There is one more option you can see here, add to startup. Startup means this application will be automatically start up when your server is started, when your machine is started, when your computer is started. So you don't need to start it manually, because you might forget someday to start this service, and you want to make sure that it should be started each and every time the server machine is started. So you can add it to startup. So it will be added to the Windows startup automatically. So when your computer machine is started, this server will automatically start, and it will start working. Whether email query, SMS query or auto backup is there, in the background it will start working automatically. It will start the processing automatically in the background. So this is the busy server utility we are talking about. So we are waiting for the backup to be delivered. Wait for 1 minute and then we will see. So you can see backup is in process. This is quite intelligent. It will show you the backup is in process. You can see this. You can see this. It's in the process. So this intelligent utility also show you this in the red highlighted option that backup is going on. So it's very much dependable. So we'll wait for few more seconds to see the backup. So it's taking the backup of all the companies. One more thing I would like to highlight here is you don't need to stop your work. Suppose in your SQL database 10 busy users are working. So nobody need to stop their work. They will not be pushed that they should quit the company. Backup will be done still they are working. So this is the benefit of this utility. No need to shut down the busy at each and every client machine or at the server. The user can do their usual work. This will take backup automatically. So we'll see the folder now. The backup is created. So 3 and 4 company, you will see the folder by default was the date folder. So it will automatically be created next time 17 August, 18 August, 19 August, 20th August like this. And on the 11th day 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21st, 22, 22nd, 23, 24. On 25th, 16th will be overwritten. So you can keep 10 days backup, although you can keep up to 999 days. I have configured it for the 10 days. So this is the utility. Others are also some information related to the busy. So this is the backup, automatic backup. You'll see the log also, we'll see the email also. The email must have been sent to this email account. You can see the log will be maintained like this. You can see this log, utility startup. It's a very beautiful log. Each and everything is shown to you. Utility startup at this time, total database 8, this much companies found. So comp 1, I deliberately put one corrupted database. I put it deliberately. So the backup was not taken. See the intelligence of this particular utility. It is also highlighting you that there are some corrupted database which the utility is not able to take the backup. Now we will see the comp 3 backup for backup, and it works like this. Backup size is also highlighted, backup date and backup time. So we'll see our email now. Come to the email. So backup taken. So you can see it will also send an email, quite intelligent. It will send an email to you also that backup is successful or not. See the detailed report. See the detailed report. So it's peace of mind for the owner that this utility is quite dependable. It will take the backup automatically. It will also send an email to me that the backup was successful. Started at this time, completed this time. This much is the time taken. You can see 3 MB, 4 MB, 6 MB is the size, backup date, time, successful, the path where the backup is taken. So it's peace of mind. You will get everything in the report. Every day you can check whether the backup is taken. Or if you are in the office, not in the office, you can make sure. You can depend on this utility that this utility will take your backup daily. You can have peace of mind. You don't need to depend on the person in your IT or the account department that they should take the backup. This utility will take the backup automatically only in case of SQL database. So we have covered today the features of the SMS query, email query and the auto backup. SMS and email query are quite similar. We have seen the configuration also for the busy server. So it can be used to get information from the busy, can be used to take the backup of your data automatically. So any query regarding to that, you can write on to us on support@busy.in. You can connect us on Skype. Our Skype ID is busy.support. You can call our customer care number also. It is 011-2737-2704-05. If you are calling from outside India, that will be 9111-2737-2704 and 05. You can also visit our Facebook page to see the latest developments, and we will be also sending you the link of the recording of this webinar. So as you know, we are continuously doing these webinar every week. So next week we will do the webinar specifically for the branch management. So I hope all of you will attend that. We will see the offline and online mode of branch management. We will see the BDNS manager configuration also. So for today's, I should say thanks to everybody for joining this webinar. I hope you got good insight about this busy server utility, and I'm thankful to all of you once again. And due to technical reason, we were not able to conduct it on 3:30, so we feel sorry for that. Thank you everybody for joining.